Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. This is News Hour Agenda and I'm Hina Gambhir joining you this Friday evening. Viewers, this victory parade must make India feel defeated. Let's instantly start with a visual which must knock at the doors of every Indian's conscience. On your screens, you are watching a victory parade. Men in cars standing through the sun roofs, men and boys on motorcycles cheering. There was loud music and louder celebratory chants. All through, these men kept flashing the customary victory sign. Once I tell you the reason for this parade and celebrations, viewers, you will feel repulsed. Now, this victory parade mocks the law of the land. It questions our democratic as well as human values. This group of boisterous men and their cheering fans you're seeing on your screens right now include 7 men who are the main accused in a shocking gang rape in the 2024 case. It is the infamous Hangal case in Karnataka's Haveri district. The accused were recently granted bail. So what did they do? They took out a triumphant public procession in full public view with the layman's eyes wide shut. Mark my words, they've just been granted bail, they have not been acquitted. Let's now rewind to January 2024. What's the Hangal case in Karnataka's Haveri district? The survivor of the gang rape belongs to the minority community. She was reportedly in a relationship and had checked into a hotel in Hangal on 8th of Jan 2024. As per the probe, these men barged into the hotel room and shocked woman was dragged by this group of men. She was then taken to a nearby forest. Then she was allegedly brutally gang raped. What was her crime? Well, the gang rape was instant inhuman justice meted out by these men because the woman from the minority community was in an interfaith relationship. The case initially began as instance of moral policing, but later, when the woman filed a formal complaint, the gang rape charges were added. 19 people in total were arrested, 7 were prime accused, 12 were released on bail about 10 months ago, remaining 7 were released on bail recently. This video of them in the throes of a vulgar celebration has gone viral. It has sparked major outrage. No civilized society, no self-respecting democracy should accept this. Is it not like flaunting criminality? What will it do to the victim, her family? Would it not intimidate other victims of crimes? And then what about the witnesses? Wouldn't they feel that the law is too weak to make criminals submit to its strength? We aren't asking, shouldn't the state government take action? We ask tonight, why hasn't it acted till now? Remember, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah had met the woman's family and assured justice. While BJP has called this victory parade failure of the Congress government to curb crimes, criminals and outrageous behavior, the Chief Minister says number of rape cases have come down as compared to the BJP's tenure. Listen in.
कर्नाटका कांग्रेस पार्टी कहती है लड़की हूँ लड़ सकती हूँ, परंतु लड़की और बेटी के साथ नहीं, बलात्कारी के साथ है। हावेरी केस जिसने पूरे देश को दहला दिया था पिछले साल, उस केस में 7 अक्यूज्ड को बेल क्या मिली तो बेल मिलने पर सेलिब्रेशन परेड निकालने की परमिशन दी गई। कर्नाटका सरकार और कर्नाटका पुलिस कर क्या रही थी? ये बेल पर छूटे थे, क्लीन चिट नहीं मिली थी, क्योंकि 7 अक्यूज्ड एक वोट बैंक वाले धर्म से आते हैं। तो कांग्रेस पार्टी लड़की हूँ लड़ सकती हूँ कहने वाली पार्टी उस महिला को भूल गई, और वो महिला भी मुस्लिम कम्युनिटी से है, जिसके साथ इसलिए गैंग रेप किया गया क्योंकि उसकी दोस्ती एक हिंदू से थी। आखिरकार आज प्रियंका वाड्रा चुप क्यों है इस विषय पर?
This state is not safe for any common people to live on streets. See, today women are being raped day in day out, and the accused, when they are let out on bail, they are coming out with celebratory processions. And then if this is the kind of a law and order situations going on in our state, I think nobody will have the strength or grit to walk peacefully in our state. I completely condemn this thing.
ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ, ಕಾನೂನು ರೀತಿ ಕ್ರಮ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೇಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಕಳೆದ ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ನಮಗೆ ಅಪರಾಧಗಳು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯವರ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದ ಅಪರಾಧಗಳನ್ನ ಸಂಪೂರ್ಣವಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ದಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಕ್ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 1 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
And joining me on this debate tonight are my guests. We have Dr. Sudha R. Halkai, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Syed Asad Abbas, who is a political analyst. We are joined by Brinda Adige, who is an activist, and also Abha Singh, who is a lawyer and an activist. Good evening to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. Abha Singh, I want to begin this discussion with you. My question, like I asked, in my introduction, we don't want to ask, shouldn't the state government take action? We want to ask tonight, why has the state government not taken any action in this case?
Absolutely, I am 100% with you on this, Hina, that their bail should have been cancelled by now and they should have been sent back to the jail, because you are giving them bail on grounds that they will not intimidate the witness, they will not scare the victims. But the manner in which this victory parade is being shown on the media, on social media, and everybody is going to know about it, it is giving a message that these gang rapists are powerful, they have good connections, and they can get anything done. So this is definitely going to scare the victim and the witnesses. So it is failing the criminal justice system. By now, they should have been behind bars. They should have not been allowed to be out. And I'm appalled that gang rapists who have brutally pulled out a girl from a hotel, taken her to the jungle and raped. And after that, they are celebrating. I mean, we hang our heads in shame today.
Well, absolutely. It is gut-wrenching, the kind of visuals that have come out, and clearly there is a lot of outrage. Questions today are being asked. And Syed Asad Abbas, I want to ask you, why has the government not taken any action in this case so far? The Chief Minister himself had visited and met, in fact, the kin of the survivor in this case, had assured justice. Is this what he had promised to the victim's kin?
Being a Kannadiga all my life, let me take this opportunity on your prestigious show and channel and plead to the Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Shri Siddaramaiah ji, to kindly take immediate action on this front. As a matter of fact, when he has visited the victim, I'm certainly sure that he will order the police commissioner to kindly take action. And this is absolutely deplorable, what has happened. What is also deplorable is that I see a BJP spokesperson here. The fact when the Kathua rape happened, there were two BJP ministers, Minister for Commerce and Industry, Chandraprakash Ganga, who not only took out a rally in support of the rape accused, but he also addressed the gatherings. Who do we speak of? A little young girl, 8-year-old Asifa, who was brutally murdered, drugged, and raped consecutively. Gang rape. This is unfortunate. We saw what happened with Kuldeep Sengar, a BJP MLA, the deafening silence of Smriti Irani ji, Nirmala Sitharaman ji. Not just that, Brij Bhushan Saran Singh. BJP speaks of Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. But how long did it take to even remove him from his position? And later from Gonda, the same seat was given to his son. It's absolutely sad to see the certain state of affairs.
Syed Asad Abbas, is this your response to the question I asked you? Abha Singh wants to intervene. Yes, Abha Singh.
How are they talking of cases this, that? For them, it becomes a Congress BJP thing. Why doesn't it not become a women's safety, a gang rape issue? Let us talk about this issue, that here gang rapists are celebrating on the road and they are being treated. That is an issue.
Syed Asad Abbas, can we not keep politics aside for a while and focus on a larger issue here, the issue of women's safety?
Absolutely, Hina Singh ji. There are no two ways about it. Definitely, I absolutely think that the Congress government must and should on immediacy take action against this front. There are no two ways about it. And this incident of those accused, all those men must be brought to the books and they should be sent back to jail where they belong. These are absolute criminals and deal with them with iron hands. And there is no other way to go. I think that DK Shiv Kumar, Parameshwar and also Siddaramaiah should set an example by taking all these criminals and putting
Unfortunately,
back where
Dr.
they
Sudha
belong.
R. Halkai, we don't really see that happening. We all know that, you know, it should be done. It should have been done. It's been so many hours already. These people are out on bail. These accused are out on bail. 7 of them, they are accused of gang rape. They are just out on bail. They have not been acquitted as far as this, brutal case is concerned. But we don't see anything happening.
Hina, I must say it is a most saddest and shameful day in the part of Karnataka, and there is an alarming situation in Karnataka. Let me say, this is the land of Basavanna and Vadayar, which has a rich heritage and culture for the public life. But we are seeing that everything is downsized over here. And what Mr. Syed Abbas is telling, that he's pleading to the Chief Minister of Karnataka that action has to be taken. Is he not that senseful enough that immediate action had to be taken by now? So many hours you need when this is absolutely, it is, fired in the news and viral, and it is absolutely everybody are talking about it and debates are going on in the national television. And we have to plead to the Chief Minister that please take an action. Why? Because the Chief Minister, the Home Minister, take it Neha Hiremat case and take it other cases where, the women were being molested. They give a very vague statement, bade desho mein chote cheeze aise hote rehte hai. And, Neha Hiremat case, they told it is a personal matter. Don't make it political. And where is the murder of Neha Hiremat? Even he's on bail today after stabbing, inhumanly for 13 times. He's on bail today. A woman was paraded naked 100 meters away from the Suvarna Soda, and that those people have come on bail and even they were garlanded. My question is, why these fringe elements, why these radicals, they are given such a free hand, They are like, okay, our guardians are there to take care of us once we do the crime, and we are going to come out on bail very easily, and rest, nothing is going to happen. What about the victim over there? What about the victim's family? Who is going to give them protection? Just imagine what condition, what things they might be going through when all such things are happening. It is only, I'm telling, this is an example to the rest of the country that if a Congress-ruled state, if this happens, these are the situations which is going to take place like Jungle Raj, and these people are going to come on bail. And let us not forget how Mr. Siddaramaiah has freed 1,500 PFI, banned organization people, when they were accused.
All right.
And all the
Okay, Dr. Sudha, request you to stay on with us. I know Syed Asad Abbas wants to respond. I'll come to you, Syed Asad Abbas, in just a bit. But before that, I want to go across to Ms. Brinda Adige as well. What do these visuals make you feel today, Ms. Brinda Adige? A victory procession to welcome 7 people who are accused of gang rape. What does it really tell you about the state of Karnataka? No fear of law at all in the state of Karnataka, it seems? Could you unmute yourself, please?
This practice of road shows, garlanding, rapists, gang rapists, those coming out on bail is across India. And we know that nobody has really been punished for doing this. Besides the crime that they have already been arrested for, nobody yet has been punished for portraying or showing this strength. And like like Abba Singh pointed out, there is tacit and overt support from politicians and other leaders. Otherwise, this kind of impunity will not be there. When you see those visuals, the first thing that comes to my mind is absolute horrendous, atrocious show of criminals. What is the message being sent? The victim survivor, now be on your guard. You cannot come out and talk about it. You will be threatened and intimidated otherwise. And we have seen in other cases where the victims or the survivors have been killed, murdered, including their families finished off. So there is no case coming to court. And that might be the same case over here. And like Abba pointed out, what was the police doing? This happened sometime early at 11:30. By now, police should have not only taken those 7 people inside, but all the others who are joining them on the 25-kilometer so-called celebration. Isn't that shameful? I think everybody must hang their heads in shame. Questioning the chief minister, questioning the home minister is all fine. I want to question the police. Why did you not take suo motu action? I also want to question the court. Why would you not direct the police to bring all those fellows back inside today by 5 p.m.? If my state agencies don't work with urgency, then the message that is going across is the law will take its time. We will prove it. We will show it. And by then, the victim survivor is already threatened, intimidated, and silenced.
Absolutely.
And that is unacceptable.
It is indeed unacceptable. Brinda Adige, you've made some very important points, and I want to take some of those across to Aba Singh as well. Of course, there is a lot that the government can do in a situation like this that the government has not done. The responsibility also lies with the cops, the law enforcement in the state. Do you also feel that, like Brinda Adige mentioned, that this also reflects a serious failure of law enforcement in the state? How is it possible that prime accused in a gang rape case are allowed this kind of a public display without any police intervention at all?
And the first question which we have not asked should be raised on your channel is that how gang rapists were given bail in a year. Logically, if you see in cases only after they have completed 50% of the punishment, do they get bail? So the judiciary also needs to be questioned that in 1 year, what was the urgency that you gave them bail? Because Brinda Adige is saying, yes, she's agreeing that if you remember 50% of the punishment, after that, things like bail are given. So number one, the judiciary is questioned how they have given bail like this. Secondly, how did the local public know that today they are going to get bail, that they had organized this victory parade? That means there is a collusion of the criminal justice system. And today, from your channel Times Now, I'm requesting the Home Minister of this country and the Prime Minister that please come and save these innocent girls. Exactly. If they are gang raped, if you have the audacity, these goons have pulled her out of a hotel and taken her to a jungle. So how these animals are out on bail, it scares me, it worries me. And I think by tomorrow, in fact, tonight only, Karnataka police should bring them back to the police station. If not, take them straight to the jail, keep them in the police station and produce them in the court tomorrow.
Those are important things you're saying, and we can just hope that, action is taken. Yes, Syed Asad Abbas, and then Dr. Sudha.
I completely agree with all the respective 4 women on the panel today that action must be taken. There are no two ways about it. Cutting across party lines, be it Congress or BJP. And I stand with Aba Singh Ji. And yes, questions should be made as to how could even the court allow somebody without completing the 50%. Yes, certainly. And I'm glad she has pleaded the Honorable Prime Minister and Home Minister. Ma'am, I also wish you pleaded Home Minister, Prime Minister to take action against their own BJP minister who called
Syed Asad Abbas, with due respect, Syed Asad Abbas, with due respect, we are discussing a very, very sensitive issue here on the show tonight. But you want to talk about everything else except the case that we are discussing tonight. One second, Syed Asad Abbas, 1 second. Let's not trivialize what we are discussing. It is an important issue. Just imagine what would be going in the heart and the mind of the kin of the survivor here. The survivor in this case and other victims of crimes by seeing this kind of a victory procession.
You need to, okay, what about Chaudhry Lal Singh, who's a minister? And
do 2 wrongs make a right, Syed Asad Abbas?
No, ma'am.
Do 2 wrongs make a right? If something is doing something wrong in another state, does it give a license? No, 1 second. I'm not going to allow this. Dr. Sudha wants to come, and then Brinda Adige. Dr. Sudha.
Yeah, what Brinda quoted was absolutely right, that the cops has to intervene and take a stringent action. But sorry to say, Brinda, the cops have become the puppet of Congress today over here. They themselves, they are not safe. The police stations are being stoned today by 1,000 people, and the police cops are only threatened today. So absolutely there is no law and order in Karnataka. I'm very sorry to say, being a woman, being a doctor, and the law and order has completely collapsed. It even in yesterday also.
BJP's charges law and order has collapsed completely. Syed Asad Abbas, please respond, and then Brinda Adige.
Yeah, that's absolutely unfair point to make, ma'am. You might blame the Congress government, but let me tell you, Karnataka police is one of the finest that we have in our country today.
Then how was this kind of a victory procession allowed, Mr. Syed Abbas?
It should definitely not be allowed, and I have full faith in the Karnataka police. Haveri police district must and should take an action. But the fact is, your BJP ministers, two ministers, Chandraprakash Ganga took out a rally in support of rape accused. You don't speak of that? How is it fair? Vijay Shah, MP, Minister
Brinda
of BJP,
Adige and Abbas Singh, I want to ask both of you, when you hear these kind of comments, when pointed questions are asked, what does it make you feel? What will you like to say to the politicians? Because we don't want to indulge in a political tutu meme here. We're discussing a very, very important and a sensitive issue. It is a serious matter because this victory procession has got the potential to intimidate not just the survivor and her kin in this case, but other victims of crimes as well in the state of Karnataka. Brinda Adige first and then Abbas Singh.
You're absolutely right. These victory parades and road shows and all of that tamasha that they did is intimidating, and it is dangerous, like you mentioned, not only to the victim survivor, but to families and potential victims. Sorry, we shouldn't even be talking like that, but people later on will not come forward to make the complaints. And I have to agree on one point with Abbas, that in Bangalore and in Karnataka, we have more such cases being reported because the police take these cases seriously.
Okay.
And we want to ask the question, what is the SP of Haveri doing? Why were they not taking action on this entire day? They had nearly 6.5 to 7 hours, and they have sat behind as mute spectators. That is unacceptable.
Abbas Singh. Abbas Singh.
When the BJP and the Congress, like the political commentators, come and say in BJP this happened, Congress this happened, you are giving political patronage to these criminals, because then the criminals start thinking on party lines that our party people will come and defend them. So please don't do this. It starts a very wrong trend of protecting these rapists on party lines. A criminal is a criminal,
Right.
a rapist is a rapist. You have to put women's security.
Absolutely. Dr. Sudha wants to make her point. Yes, Dr. Sudha.
Yeah, there is no bias, whosoever it is, they have to be punished tooth and nail. It's a very grave grievance. A woman has been raped by 7 men. It is unimaginable. And today they are parading as if they have won one victory over a war or something, and they're not rearrested. They have boycotted the rules of the bail. They have to be put behind the bars immediately. That has not taken place. And the Chief Minister, the Home Minister, everybody have given a blind eye on this. It is not about Congress or BJP, Mr. Syed Abbas. It is about the integrity and safety of the women over here in Karnataka.
Absolutely. And I want to give the last word to Ms. Abha Singh. She is the lawyer as far as this panel today is concerned. So I want to ask you very quickly, Ms. Abha Singh, briefly, if you could tell me, what are the options that are there in this particular case? What can be done legally? Because these are out on bail right now. And after their victory procession, what is it that the government can do, that the cops can do?
The cops should immediately move the court and say that they have violated the bail conditions. They are not supposed to be flaunting like this, not come out and intimidate the victims and the witnesses in this manner. So by flouting the bail conditions, the bail can be set aside and they can be immediately put behind bars. So it is for the local police. The police of that district should have moved by now, and the bail should have been cancelled.
So there you have it. You heard there's something that can be done. We can really hope that the people who are concerned are listening to this particular debate and perhaps will do something about it, because this is unacceptable. The kind of victory procession that we saw, the videos that are today going viral. Thank you very much, all of you, for joining us. Dr. Sudha, Brinda Adige, Abbas Singh, as well as Syed Asad Abbas. Appreciate all of you for joining us here tonight on News Hour Agenda.